you a songwriter? Are you looking to turn your songwriting passion into a full-time gig? Whether you are just at the start of your songwriting journey or a seasoned industry professional, this show is made for you. Welcome to The Songwriter Show, bringing together songwriting news, interviews, and community. Now, welcome your host, Sarantos.
Thank you so much for tuning in tonight, and welcome back to The Songwriter Show. I'm your humble host, Sarantos, a solo music artist who's been writing lyrics for as long as I can remember. Words just mean the absolute world to me, and that's why I love hosting this show for you every single Tuesday evening. I believe in my heart very strongly that every song is a story. Tonight, I'm so excited to have on the show J.D. Hinton. He's been hailed as one of the last great romantics, a Texas native whose voice and writing are steeped in lived experience. His career stretches across music, film, and television.
And now, welcome this week's special guest.
Welcome to the show, JD. How you doing?
Hey, Sarantos, it's great. I'm doing very well. Let me answer that. It's good to be here.
That's awesome, man. We're glad to have you here tonight. Tell us a little bit about you. You have a kind of a cool story. When did you start playing?
Well, I started actually long ago as a radio disc jockey. I could not figure out with all the piano lessons and things that I had how to join the local high school garage band. But I did talk my way into a radio job on the big radio station in town. And that gave me a chance, starting for many years, to play the hit songs and learn what songs, communicated with people. So that's kind of where that started. And then that got me to California, which got me into Los Angeles. And, there's all these little incidental things that happen. And suddenly I was in a place where I could put a band together, and I did. And people liked my songs. So here we go.
That's really cool, man. I got to tell you, just in talking to you, before you said that, I was like, man, this guy sounds like a radio, like a DJ, like a disc jockey. It's like,
right.
So you told me that, and I was like, oh, wow, that totally tracks.
There's a thing that all of my friends who've known me for a long time have to put up with, and that is just driving in a car where the music comes on the radio. I still want to announce it as if I'm actually doing a show,
That's cool.
There's Earth, Wind and Fire,
Yeah.
and off we go.
Awesome. Do you play any instruments?
I do play. My first instrument I learned starting when I was a boy was piano, and I had a really great music theory teacher, so that helped me. And the piano, as you know, is very literal. Each note kind of sits beside itself. I love that. When I picked up the guitar, it was in college. I had a college roommate who had a guitar, and I just thought it's been too long. Music is too important to me not to know how to play this. So I borrowed his guitar, and I had him show me how you make, all the major chords and all the minor chords. And from that moment on, as what's the song, three chords and the truth.
Yeah.
I was off to the races.
That's awesome. Okay. What was the first tune you learned?
Oh, gosh. I'm going to show you a song that you've never heard, but I was in the first grade, and the song was called Sugar Time. It was by the McGuire sisters, and for whatever reasons, in the school that I was in, they had me playing the xylophone in this little school band. And of course, if you listen to Sugar Time, I've got the sheet music on my wall framed. It's real simple. It's it's two or three notes spread over several measures. But as a 6-year-old boy, that was the way that I like to go dee 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 and play that down.
Oh man! So first of all, I just added the xylophone to a song of mine that's coming out for February, and people are like, the guy was working with was like, why'd you add a xylophone to this Valentine's song? I go, you know what? Just because I haven't had a xylophone in a while to anything.
It's a really great instrument. It adds a wonderful color to the rest of your musical palette, and it tends to add this. I hope I'm not wading in the weeds here, but it tends to add a really higher frequency, which helps the sound palette. That I love that.
Absolutely. I just thought it was like some cool track candy.
Oh yeah,
yeah. So that's cool. Second thing is, man, now that Johnny Cash song is stuck in my head, sugar in the morning, sugar in the evening, sugar at supper time.
Oh, God. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to thank you for that. I'm going to be singing that all night now.
There you go. And good luck, by the way. We'll be praying for you on this end of the phone line.
That's right. Okay. What famous musicians do you respect or admire? I'm not sure that's the same, but...
No, I think that's a good thing. It's like I asked a musician one day, what the first record he ever heard that really turned his life around. He says, "Oh, you mean the first song I heard that made me want to drive my car through the 7-Eleven?" I went, "Yeah, that's the thing I'm looking for." So
Yeah.
I loved Buddy Holly real quickly. I had an older cousin in the 50s. And so I found Buddy Holly probably first. The first songwriter that made me want to write songs is Paul Simon. And then all the Brill Building writers, were just so skilled. But I think Paul Simon was the first person that made me really feel like, man, if you could write songs like that, anything close to that, that'd be good. And of course, over time, we keep adding to that list.
Tell us a little bit about competitions. Do you do competitions? Have you ever done them?
You mean like first place, second place songwriter nights?
Yeah, anything. Could be singing, it could be instrument, anything.
I've really never done that. I'm not even sure where those things are, which is maybe why I've never done that. That sounds kind of like an interesting thing. I don't know how you would choose every year at the Academy Awards or the Grammys. You go, how do you decide one song truly is better than another song? Subjective call, but it'd still be nice to be in that. That's the league I'd like to get into one of those circles and see how that goes.
So I'll tell you the one thing, it's been a month, 2 months. I finally became a member of the Recording Academy. And
yes,
I was trying, you really can't do much. Like 2 people have to recommend you, and then they have to check all your stuff and make sure it's legit and you're good enough. And there's a whole thing but I was really honored, but I have no idea. You basically all vote. You're voting members, so you get this list and you just vote. And I don't know, because I'm going to be going through that in the next month or 2. But I can tell you that already, like, I get spammed by people who are like, for your consideration, listen to this instrumental or this song. Or
that's exactly right. Yes.
I'm sure it happens. A lot of people just pick and choose what they listen to or vote for their buddies. I don't know.
When I first moved to California, I was working at a radio station and I was the music director as well as being on the air. And it was my job to get all the mail from all the record companies and listen to all the phone calls where people were pleading to play my new record.
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, I thought I'm the perfect person for this job because I love music so much and I love songs so much. And I'm telling you, on the 3rd day that I was there, I realized I will never hear a bad song. Everything that you get sent is very good. And so how do you decide this is a better one than that one, or this one's going to be a hit and this one's not quite going to make it? I don't know how you decide that. All you can do is when you get that list that you're going to have in front of you is pick what you like.
Yeah, man, that we could talk about that for hours. I don't know.
Yeah.
I really don't know, other than I'm sure marketing works. If you're with a big label like Universal, they probably have a lot of hats in the ring, but I don't know.
It helps. There's no question. And again, as you say, we could be having this conversation at 4 a.m, which is what I call a dorm talk, where you finally just get tired and go home.
Or you talk about stupid shit till you fall asleep.
Exactly.
On your buddy.
Yeah. That's it.
So tell us about this song we're going to hear in a minute here. What inspired this one?
Once Was Blonde. It's the way my imagination works. Things that come to me if you're around me for any length of time, I will say a phrase now and again that people in the room go, "Oh, that sounds like a song." And in general, I really just turned around that opening phrase of the song is, I apologize for this in my shows because it's a little bit like my Texas sense of humor, which people, grant me a little leeway with. So I go, I'm sorry, but I have this sense of humor. And so I started out with this song and I decided to call it I Once Was Blonde, But Now I See. And so, and everybody, of course, they groan and then I played the song, but that's kind of where it started. And then I just began to see. I started with a verse, and then by the second verse, I was clearly writing chapters of experience along the way. And it just seemed to me like the whole idea was a little bit about innocence or naivete, where, you're into something and you think, and then you find out, oh my gosh, if it's in your romantic moments, it runs aground and you go, God, I'll never do that again. And 3 weeks later, somebody crosses your radar screen and you're just absolutely sure you're going to get back in with both feet, and here you go. So I just thought it was a way to talk about the way the heart constantly is reinventing itself in spite of everything that it knows. And it was just a humorous way to comment on how innocence works.
That's cool. All right. Tell you what, let's take a listen and then we will come back and talk some more, okay?
Great.
Awesome, everybody. Check this out. Here we go.
Convertible was red, the girl was blonde. How'd any man you've ever known respond? I got in. We took a spin. We drove all night long. Got up the next day completely nuts about this altar-bound divorcee. I should have run. Oh, but I was young. I should have run, I can see that now. I should have run just as far as the law would allow. 8 years ago, she was gonna get free. I once was blonde, but now I see. Then along came a girl with a smile you could taste, and a habit for men who could all be replaced. Was it smart? With my turnip truck heart. She had Oklahoma blood, she had a California mind. She told me she loved me, she was just being kind. I should have run, but I was young. I should have run, I can't see that now. I should have run just as far as the law would allow. Green Island slide was coming after me. I once was blonde, now I see. Baby lamb, baby doll, baby love, baby, where you been? This old heart, it ain't broke. No, it's just broken in. If innocence is all I'm guilty of, I couldn't learn to be careful, but I can't stop love. Why might fall in love here tonight? Done any favors for you? Has love ever done any favors for you? Has love ever done any favors for you? Has love ever done any favors for you? Tonight's young. Should I run? Should I run? Should I run? Nobody runs. You only lose your innocence once. I wish the devil would forget about me. I once was blonde, but now I see. Oh, I wish the devil would forget about me. I once was blonde, but now I see. Yeah, I wish the devil would forget about me. I once was blonde, but now I see.
Well, thank you so much for sharing that song with us.
It's big fun. Thank you.
Interesting intro to that song. Anything you want to comment about that?
You know, as you heard that first verse, it starts out, the convertible was red, the girl was blonde. How would any man you've ever known respond? I got in. We took a spin. I saw that kind of visually, and I thought, well, how about if we do something with some ambient traffic noise at the beginning of that, so you can hear the sounds of traffic in the street and horns honking and whatever. I just thought that would, like maybe based on my radio kind of background, it's theater of the mind, and it just sets a mood before the song gets underway. So I called friends of mine in New York and I said, I'm trying to record traffic in New York. Can you go do this for me? And they went, oh God, we're going up to Rockefeller Center tonight. And they recorded it. They sent it back to me. And the thing that seemed so perfect was that the horns that you hear honking in there are honking in the key of the song, and they're honking in the rhythm of the tempo of the song. And I don't know how you'd plan that. So that was kind of a little fun serendipity.
Okay, cool. someone's starting out in this business, what's the one piece of advice you'd give them if you could?
I'd say two things. First of all, I think it's important to meet people. I'm not hesitating. I'm just deciding where to go first. To me, it's so important to meet people because nobody can hire you or ask if you've got a song if they don't know your name. So you really have to spend some time making sure that you've said hello to people in your community or around. The second thing is you have to know what you're doing. So you have to, if you want to write songs, then you just got to write songs. And by the time you've written 30 songs, you will know how much differently you write after 30 songs than you did right at the beginning. I just think you have to start and you have to decide to commit to that thing that you want to do.
Yeah.
And so once you've done it, it's so when I first hit town, I thought of this two ways. I thought it's a what you know business and it's a who you know business. So I thought about what I did know and what I could learn. And then I thought about who I did know and who I could meet. So I spent my first 4 or 5 years in Los Angeles growing what I knew and growing who I knew.
Yeah, that makes sense. How do you think people should measure success in their music careers?
Whoa. How would you do that? Of course, you want me to tell you how I think.
Yeah, I want you to tell me, yes.
This is going to sound, I don't mean to sound woo-woo-y, but this is the thing. When I write a song, I've learned this over time by writing songs. I began to know when I was not finished and when I was finished with the song. And I don't know how, there's not a moment that you can tell that. Maybe my best example of the idea is I was with a woman one day. We went and had lunch, and when we got back to her house, her little girl wanted to take the training wheels off her bicycle for the first time. And so I took the training wheels off, and the mother stood behind the girl, and the backyard had a little bit of a slope to it. And she said, "Honey, I can't tell you how to do this, but I can tell you that as you roll forward, you're going to get a feeling that you've never had before. And you want to keep that going as long as possible." Well, I can't describe songwriting or singing or any other kind of a performing idea any better. You do it, and there's going to be a moment where you realize this isn't like anything else. And if you like that, keep it going as long as possible.
Yeah, that's interesting. What do you think your ideal superpower would be if you could pick one?
Let's see. Of course, my first answer is probably the one I should say: perfect pitch. or it's either perfect pitch or perfect, and maybe it's the same thing, perfect ear. I have a friend who was a music director for the Pointer Sisters, and man, I just love this. It's a unique ability. She can hear any chord and tell you what it is. If she knows, one or two things, she can what she can hear, but it's perfect. I can't do that. I have to work at it a little bit. So I wish my superpower was perfect pitch.
Okay. All right. That's fair enough. I think anyone in any kind of musical career, it's rare, right, to have that. So I think that's a great thing to wish for.
I think you can probably train yourself to get better at it. I train myself. I work on that. I pay attention to it. But, if you're around somebody that just has it, it's just it's fun to see. It feels like a magic trick. It's not a magic trick. They just have that ability, and I have to work at it. So.
Yeah, and I think you're 100% correct that you can train yourself, especially with relative.
Yes.
Yeah, it is cool when someone could just do it like without even thinking about it.
Every time I walk by my guitar, which is always I have 2 guitars and one's on a stand in front of me now, and every time I walk by, I hit the high E string, and before I hit it, I hum what I think it is in my head. And then I hit what it is, and then I can figure out if I'm flat or sharp or how close. Sometimes I'm right on it. In those days, I feel really good because I'm just trying to train my ear. If you ask me what's E natural sound like, and I can hum it. If I'm right on it, God, it makes me feel like I'm 12 feet tall and bulletproof. But I practice that every time I walk by the guitar.
Yeah, no, I get it. Okay, cool. So tell us where people can buy or stream your stuff.
I am all over the internet at every place that is where people stream or listen. It's at JD Hinton Music. So if you're on Spotify, it's at JD Hinton Music. If you're on YouTube, it's JD Hinton Music. So and then of course my jdhinton.com website is up, and it lists everything on there if you want to find it in one convenient location.
Okay. Awesome, Matt. I want to thank you so much, dude. Great interview. I did feel like I was talking to someone that has a lot of experience on the radio, so it's kind of cool.
Yeah, it's great fun, and I hope that we can do this in person down the road, and it'll be fun. And thank you so much. It's been a joy.
Yeah, you're welcome, JD. So thank you to all the fans tonight. We know your time is precious, and spending a little bit of it with the two of us really makes us feel very worthy tonight. If you're a songwriter with a story to share, please go to songwritershow.com and check us out. To all the listeners, I hope this episode has inspired you like it did me. Please continue to explore your own stories through music. My name is Sarantos. Thank you for joining us on Reality Radio 101 tonight. Have a great night. I love you all.
I'm ready to go. Might be 40, but who's gonna know? Grab a pillowcase and hit the streets, dodging adults and begging for treats. Roaming the night and feeling bold, pretending I'm just a tall 10-year-old. I've got stubble in a bit of white too, but I need my sugar, so what can I do? Knock, knock, knock. Please, 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 give me something sweet to eat. Cause if you don't, I'll keep on trick-or-treating up and down the street. I'm too old for trick-or-treating, can't resist the candy I'm stealing. It's all I'm dreaming, my eyes are bleeding. It's all I'm seeking, and all I'm needing. I'm too old for trick-or-treating, addicted to this candy I'm eating. It's all I'm seeing, my soul is peeling, the sweetest feeling. That's why I'm candy cheating. I might be too old for trick-or-treating, but sugar's the only thing keeping this heart beating. My job really sucks, bored 9 to 5, but every Halloween I feel alive. My kids are embarrassed and run away as I chew on gummies and stay to play. I'm a genius at houses with full-size bars. Skip the damn veggies, aim for the Mars. You'll never catch me, oh why can't you see? Candy corn chocolate, call out to me. Knock, knock, knock. Please, 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 give me something sweet to eat. Cause if you don't, I'll keep on trick-or-treating up and down the street. I'm too old for trick-or-treating, can't resist the candy I'm stealing. It's all I'm dreaming, my eyes are bleeding. It's all I'm seeking, and all I'm needing. I'm too old for trick-or-treating, addicted to this candy I'm eating. It's all I'm seeing, my soul is peeling, the sweetest feeling. That's why I'm candy cheating. Asleep, they'll never know where the candy went. I know it's wrong, but it feels so right. Creeping through the kitchen at 2 a.m. Got my eyes on that M&M jam. I'm too old for trick-or-treating, can't resist the candy I'm stealing. It's all I'm dreaming, my eyes are bleeding. It's all I'm seeking, and all I'm needing. I'm too old for trick-or-treating, addicted to this candy I'm eating. It's all I'm seeing, my soul is peeling, the sweetest feeling. It's why I'm too old for trick-or-treating, can't resist the candy I'm stealing. It's all I'm dreaming, my eyes are bleeding. back again. 'Cause for me, trick-or-treating will never end.
Thank you for listening to The Songwriter Show. To keep the momentum going, head over to www.songwritershow.com and join our free music community of artists, songwriters, and producers. That's www.songwritershow.com.